I just wanted to put together a quick video on how I passed the FAA Remote Pilot Airman Certificate, the Part 107 for the small UAS. I just took the test today, September 30th. I got 95% on it. My primary resource was this website here, Ruprecht Law, and this guy has done a completely awesome job of laying everything out for you. You know, he tells you you're not guaranteed to pass, but if you follow his game plan, which really doesn't cost you anything, you're gonna at least get 70%, I'm sure. But he basically lays it all out for you here. If you sign up for his email, he'll send you the link to his PDF thing that he's put together, which is actually very, very helpful. But the greatest thing about it is he has on here a 40 sample questions you can take, and he goes into really great detail in explaining all of them. So if you didn't study anything other than what this guy recommends, and none of this costs any money, you're gonna probably pass the test. But if you're a little insecure or paranoid like I am, you might want to study a little bit more just to be sure, because I didn't want to take a chance of not passing. A couple other resources that I found is right here on YouTube. There's this, it's called Pilot Training Systems. This is completely awesome. They have videos that basically cover everything you need to know for the test. It goes over airspace and reading navigational charts. Videos are very detailed. I've actually fallen asleep watching some of them, but this is a fantastic resource if you don't want to spend the money to buy another book or another resource. And then the other thing I found was, let's see, it's here. It's called 3DR. And they have 105 test questions you can take. And this was really good to go through too, because the test is very similar to this. And you know, knowing things like this, what's the difference between above ground level and mean sea level, that questions like this will probably come up on the test. So it's good to know the differences on when you're looking at the sectional chart, whether it's MSL or AGL you're looking at. Usually it's MSL unless it's in parentheses or it's specified it's AGL. So these three resources, the Ruprecht Law, if you follow this, that's probably all you need to study. If you want to, make sure you really know everything, then you could watch these videos of Pilot Training System, and then you could try taking this the practice test, which is very helpful too. I went one extra step further, and I did buy this book, this Gleim Private Pilot FAA Knowledge Test Guide. And I wouldn't say you need to know this whole book, but it has a lot of practice tests that really build your confidence in reading sectional charts. And you don't have to read every chapter in this book, but I read 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then especially the one part in here on the sectional charts, that was very helpful. And I mean, this book's $18, $20. And this is a good investment because it's just good to know. And a lot of this information is not going to go out of date. So I would highly recommend getting this book. I felt like this book, if you know this book, you read those chapters 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, and 9, you're basically going to ace the test. So what the test is, it's basically goes over that Part 107, which you can read for free, all those regs on what the UAS laws are and the registration requirements. But then it incorporates a lot of what a private pilot needs to know in terms of weather, reading sectional charts, and things like that. So you get that out of the private pilot license. You don't need to buy a separate UAS program, because basically it's covering what a private pilot needs to know, because they want you to understand radio communications. They want you to know what airspace you're flying in. They're wanting you to be able to read a sectional chart, just like a private pilot would know. So you don't need a separate UAS drone book. It's the same thing that a private pilot would need to know. So this book, that's the only cost I would think you would need. And like I said, the information doesn't change. And if you just buy this book, I can guarantee you will pass the test with flying colors. So I just wanted to post this. I hope it's helpful. And good luck. Good luck with the test.